next. Ross-Ade Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana, home to the Purdue Boilermakers, where the black and gold hoping to boiler up in this one. Today's matchup, an in-state battle for bragging rights in the Hoosier State. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Ball State Cardinals, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Boilermakers will kick it off to get us underway. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The Cardinals' offense will go to work first. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football.
And the pass rush, he is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
We were talking to the defensive coaching staff coming into this game tonight, and they said we really feel good about our pass rush. We feel like we've got guys up front that can win one-on-one. We've got to let these guys hunt. We've got to let them eat, and they're doing it on the first play of the game, getting a sack.
And the Cardinals with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Oh, a lot of space. Past the first down marker and still running. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The Cardinals, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Right back to the well. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Quick release on the RPO. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
And the Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking for a man. It's Kelly. Oh, they're after him. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
I'll tell you, if you're going to throw it to the perimeter of the field against zone coverage, you got to have really good anticipation at quarterback, and you saw it there. He threw that before his guy had even turned around. Accurate throw, they're able to make the play and get the first down.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Outside the pocket, lets it go. All alone, he's got it. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Give the defense a lot of credit on that one. A little bit of bend, don't break here in the opening drive of the game. They gave up some yards. They were down inside their own red zone. But on that critical 3rd down, phenomenal effort individually to win his one-on-one, get to the quarterback and bring him down to the ground and really try to take some air out of this offense.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. So Purdue's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Really nice job locking in by the quarterback that time on 3rd down. That was a completion you had to have. You're only down 3-0, I get it. It's your second drive of the game, so lots of football to go, but you want to establish a rhythm and confidence as early as possible, and getting that completion on 3rd down was big.
Caught over the middle. It's McCoby. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That brings us to the close of the quarter, and Ball State has the lead. We've put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Handoff from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
The Boilermakers line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here's the handoff. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
The Cardinals in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Caught behind the line. It's Webster. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Fires deep on the run. And the deep shot is complete inside the 30-yard line. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I hate being that guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit. But when the play is going absolutely nowhere, you might think about it.
First, do no harm, right? And you've already been harmed, so just don't make it worse.
Don't take those big shots unless you know it's for an important situation, goal line, 3rd down, touchdown.
Grab behind the line. It's Ashley. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
And the Cardinals need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Kelly. Pocket breaking down. Had to throw it before he wanted.
And that's just a bad job by the offense, picking up the blitz on 3rd down. You should be expecting that. And running backs and tight ends and linemen got to know, we've got to give our quarterback an opportunity to make this throw. They couldn't get it done, and now they're facing 4th down.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Between the uprights, it's good. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Grabbed in the middle, it's Moore. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on 1st down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
Caught near the sticks. It's Ross. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Hey, these wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Running back searching for a hole. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. got it behind the line. It's McCoby. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a third down conversion to avoid pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Quarterback on the keeper. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense.
There he goes.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Cardinals can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking downfield, it's Kelly. Going downfield for the big play. Makes the grab inside the 30. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Rush is on him. Going to try to get it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And the Cardinals will line it up on 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. It's complete. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be 1st and goal.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, they just can't find any answers.
The Cardinals trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ball State.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Takes the handoff. It's McCoby. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ross-Ade Stadium.
And the Cardinals will kick it off to start the second half. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll do it himself. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Pulls it in. It's Moore. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's McCoby. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Boilermakers can really attack on this 2nd and short. He's got it on the right. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. And the Boilermakers have this offense rolling. They'll run it out of the shotgun. It's a seam wide open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got him. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The Boilermakers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Ross. They make the tackle at the 22. Will give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
The Boilermakers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The pull and throw off the RPO. Brought down after the catch at the 4-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incomplete, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Boilermakers! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your defense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finish it off with a score from the 4. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Looking for room. It's Horton. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
We've reached the break. Ball State has the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
The Cardinals will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the catch. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too. Because of what you just said, David, they can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Second down, he'll throw it. Get it out on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
Wide receiver comes in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. He'll set up to throw. Makes the grab. It's Moore. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Just keep slinging it. That's caught. It's Moore. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And he's going to go backwards, and they force a fourth down. What play by this defensive front.
Man, I think back in the day, this is a no-brainer. You're punting the football and believing your defense, but analytics all the time now telling you to be aggressive. I'm interested to watch this play. Obviously, if you're aggressive, you might could run this clock out and end the football game and not have to put your defense back on the field.
Deep into the fourth quarter of this game, down by 6, they'll have to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, still going. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
All right, fourth quarter now, you're trailing, and the sense of urgency has to go up for everybody right now at quarterback and wide receiver. You're going to have to hit some of these throws, David, to get back in this game.
Yeah, and when you got the lead on the other side, defense.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
The Boilermakers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got his man. And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions. No.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue!
That touchdown ties the game, so you're expecting them just to the extra point, take a 1-point lead. Seconds left now. You got to play great defense here to try to ice this game and get the win.
Big extra point coming. It would give them the lead late. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Kelly. It's complete to the left. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds a tight end. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
To the air on first down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Grabbed over the middle. It's Webster. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Horton. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
To throw, it's Kelly. Flushed out of the pocket. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.